What is up, guys and gals? Welcome to another episode of the
Nonsense Rumble!
That's right. We do this every week. This week's category is a bit of a unique one. We're going to pick someone from a Sentai team, but the caveat of them being on their own. Rick, do you want to elaborate?
Yep, just that we disqualified Kamen Rider straight away because even though they are essentially Sentai, they are built in story to be soloists. So any one of them would win against someone from a team. So we're picking someone from a team, and with that in mind, do you have any honourable mentions?
Almost. Rick, do you want to explain to those who are watching who perhaps don't know what the fuck Sentai means?
Oh, Power Rangers. Whether it be in the original form of Sentai or the westernized version of a Power Ranger.
Very good, very good. With that said, my honourable mention is an honourable mention because I think you could call him a member of a Sentai team, but I'm kind of self-disqualifying because he has the power to blow up a planet.
Okay.
My honourable mention is, of course, Captain Ginyu.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
The problem with Dragon Ball Z characters in general is it's almost unfair to compare them to most other franchises because most other franchises don't have the ability to blow up planets.
Yeah, like once you get past the Frieza saga, everything is a planet destroyer. Mm-hmm. Like even Vegeta in the filler blew up a planet on the way to Earth.
Yeah, Vegeta's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't get brought up often enough.
Yeah, like he grows out of it, but not by much.
For real. So that being said, Rick, who is your honourable mention?
Well, yeah, I thought about Kamen Rider and thought, there's a reason why we shouldn't pick that. So my actual honourable mention is Jason from Power Rangers, because he doesn't stick around long enough. He goes away.
Jason?
Yeah, Jason.
Which one's Jason? I'm drawing a blank.
He's the very first Red Ranger, and then he comes back to be the Black Ranger in Zeo.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, Austin St. John.
Okay, yeah. Oh, here's my thing, man. Because they're around for so long, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in my mind, I keep forgetting they got replaced, or a couple of them. Kimberly also fucked off for Cat.
Yeah. Kimberly stuck around a bit longer than Jason, but Jason, Zack, and Trini were the first ones to go because it was over a good old unionization dispute.
Yeah, and this is why unions fucking suck if you don't have everyone on your side, because the whole team should have walked.
Yes, absolutely.
But that's in the past, and there's not much we can do about it now, but hey, if you're part of a fucking union, this is why. Yeah,
and they obviously made up enough with him because he came back a couple of seasons later as the new Black Ranger.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gold Ranger, sorry, yeah. He was a Gold Ranger, but he's had a black costume because there wasn't a Black Ranger in that generation.
I wasn't criticising you, dude, it's all good.
Yeah. So who's going to be your real pick for today?
My real pick was going to be so obvious it's almost painful. It is, of course, Tommy, because Tommy is the best Power Ranger, specifically as the Black Dino Ranger, because it's an older, more experienced Tommy, which is automatically more interesting.
I think we've got another Tommy wins, because I've also picked him. He's got so many teams under his belt.
But which version are you using, Rick?
So I'm going with... I think they call him Lord Drakon, where he's the bad guy.
Okay, this is interesting. We got a match.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is from the comics.
Yeah. I think they call him Lord Drakon. But yeah, the idea is he combines predominantly white and green ranger, but I think the implication is that he's got the other incarnations as well on call, because he's the red Zeo Ranger as well. I think he's also the red Turbo Ranger. I think that's his last one before he goes on hiatus. And then he comes back as Dr. O, as in Dr. Oliver, and becomes the Black Dino Thunder Ranger.
But that doesn't happen in the Evil Power Ranger timeline.
Yeah, in the Evil timeline, he's got his evil Zords.
I believe in the Evil timeline, he is just white and green.
Yeah. His costume is very definitely white and green, and it just looks so cool.
Yeah, he basically usurps Rita.
Yes. Rita and Lord Zed.
Well, Lord Zed, it's weird because he took over Rita before Lord Zed came back, and then Lord Zed came back and then he kicked his ass in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like fucking curb stomped. Now, here's the problem we have, because I enjoy Tommy more when he's a good guy, no doubt about it. However, because he's a good guy in Power Rangers, that means he's automatically put in peril more often than not.
Yeah, so by the time he's gotten to be Dr. Oliver, he has been in peril quite a lot and is probably sick of it, as opposed to being the guy who causes peril.
I mean, here's the thing, Rick. The only reason he becomes the Black Dino Ranger in the first place is because they need another member of the team, and he's sick of waiting for a new member to turn up, so he just goes, fine, fuck it, I'll do it myself.
Yep.
And
Yeah, I like that.
I think this speaks... Here's the thing, Rick. The White Ranger / Green Ranger will always be the coolest to our generation.
Yes. Green Ranger in particular, because it was the first one for us. And then the White Ranger, oh yeah, there was a bit of speculation. Who's going to be the White Ranger? And then because they showed, it's definitely not going to be Tommy. This is how much of a happy life he's having now that he's no longer has to be a Power Ranger who's dying. And then, fuck it, let's bring him back.
We don't really talk about Jason David Frank that often, because he doesn't come up that often, because he was pretty much known for Power Rangers, but he made Power Rangers for me. Yeah,
absolutely. He was such more a relatable main character than Jason ever was.
Yeah. It's weird saying Jason, isn't it?
Yeah, seeing as that was his actual name. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one of those. Also doesn't help that, like, in real life, the Red Ranger has been weird the last couple of months.
Oh, yep. That's if you want more details, hunt for the episode in which I talked about it.
But yeah, sorry, we digress. We've got a Tommy versus Tommy matchup, but we've got two very different paths. Zakon is very much the epitome of strength and ruthlessness that the Green Ranger could bring out, whereas we've got the Black Dino Ranger, where he has been a good guy for a long time. I'd say the only edge that the Black Dino Ranger has is the experience angle.
Yeah, he's a bit older, a bit more experienced.
And the thing is it's going to be one-on-one, and if we don't like using the if clause, I know. If we assume that they're even one-on-one martial arts-wise, which I think is a fair assumption to make, because while you've got the youth and ruthlessness of Zakon, you've got the experience and probably know how to hold back and control the pace from the older Black Dino Ranger. I think the moment it gets to Zord stage, Black Dino Ranger's fucked.
Yeah, although I think if you go by Power Rangers logic, Black Dino Ranger runs away with it, because by Power Rangers logic, each team is stronger than the one that came before, otherwise they'd be still using the one before.
Yes, but no, because I recently watched that Once and Always Mighty Morphin Power Ranger special, and what happens is, in that, every single team that's come after has fucked off into space to do space things.
I just love that terminology, yeah.
I get what you're saying, but it's a one-on-one fight, and the problem is we know Zakon has multiple Zords.
Yeah, if one of them gets blown up, he's got another one. He can just eject a seat into another one.
And, I don't think we even need to say bring in the if clause, because I think for a fact that if there is for a moment Zakon thinks he can't win, or he's being fought to a standstill, he'll just summon a Zord. And what do you do when the opponent summons a Zord? You summon yours. Now it's a Zord fight.
Yeah. That's the suspension of the if clause, yeah. So, I think the other problem is that good guy Tommy's old Zords have pretty much all been destroyed. Mm-hmm. That's normally the turnover point to the next season of Rangers, is that the previous Zords have to get destroyed or taken out of action in some way.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm working on the assumption that the Black Dino Ranger only has the Black Dino Ranger Zord.
Yeah, which I think is a Stegosaurus, ain't it?
I couldn't actually tell you off the top of my head. All I know is he's only got one, whereas Zakon's got at least two.
Yeah.
He
can make his own Megazord.
I think Zakon has the edge here.
Yeah, because I think in Kung Fu, Elder Tommy wins. In a Zord fight, Lord Zakon wins.
And that's not... despite the fact we're saying that Zakon is more ruthless and aggressive and almost undoubtedly younger, I think we've also got to bear in the fact that he is going to have no qualms with using underhanded tactics.
He's also a threat for a full team.
This is true, but they make Tommy a big fucking deal when he joins a team.
Yeah, they do. Like, he can probably solo Lord Zed it for full power if he just wanted to.
Like, the reason why they needed to have the goo guy in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie to remove all the current powers is, at their current power level, the Power Rangers were too strong for him.
Yeah, they just win.
Now they're ninjas with new toys to sell.
Now they're ninjas and they win again. Yeah.
I'm happy to give it to Zakon.
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah. So, yeah, Lord Zakon wins.
Yeah, but in reality, Tommy wins.
Yeah, either way, Tommy wins. Join us again next time.
Yeah, bye guys.